Headaches. They're pains you get in your head, but you end up calling them pains in the butt. They are little annoyances you just can't ignore. Throughout your lifetime, you are almost 100% guaranteed you will encounter them multiple times, and in all honesty, they suck. Headaches are pretty much little pain signals telling you your life isn't perfect. Whether it be because you're dehydrated, you didn't get enough sleep, or you have a brain tumor, those are in extremely rare cases, the fact is, they happen to everyone because life isn't made to be perfect. It seems like an everyday complaint. You hear it from everyone. My head hurts. Having a lot of personal experience with headaches, I thought it would be interesting and possibly helpful for everyone who deals with them to look into what exactly is going on. Today I'm going to discuss the different types of headaches, where they occur, what causes them, and how to treat them and prevent them. To begin, I will explain a few different types of headaches. According to Mayo Clinic, there are two major categories headaches can be classified under. The two categories are primary headaches and secondary headaches. The difference between the two is whether or not the headache is considered a symptom. For primary headaches, there are no underlying causes or medical diagnosis that can explain why you are having the headache in the first place. Secondary headaches are symptoms of a different problem. First, I will give you an example of a primary headache, and this is called a tension headache. Tension headaches are the most common type of headache. One can occur when the muscles surrounding your brain and the muscles that run up and down your neck contract. The exact cause for the muscle contractions is unknown because it is a primary headache, but there are triggers scientists believe that can play a role in the causation of a tension headache. The triggers can include eating certain foods, doing certain activities, being stressed physically or emotionally, or even small things like straining your eyes, having poor posture, and not getting enough sleep. The area of pain would fall closely to where a headband would be worn. So as you can see, the red striped area is where the headache would be the most painful, I suppose. But tension headaches are the most mild kind of headache you can get, so it wouldn't stop you from doing your normal everyday activities. As for all headaches, they are most common in women. Prevention for tension headaches is pretty simple. All you have to do is reverse the triggers. So for example, one of the triggers was eating certain food. So in order to avoid getting tension headaches, you should avoid that specific food. Some triggers are harder to fix on your own though, especially emotional stress, which is why seeking therapy or mental counseling would be highly recommended. When you have a tension headache, however, you're supposed to take over-the-counter medication like ibuprofen or aspirin, but you're supposed to avoid overuse because that could develop a dependence on the medication, which can lead to a secondary headache called rebound headaches. That leads me to secondary headaches as a category. Secondary headaches are just as important as primary headaches. That can be because your headache can act as a warning that something else is wrong. Secondary headaches are explained to be the worst and first headache you have ever had. It is usually different from primary headaches because they are so painful. They also happen very suddenly without any pre-headache signs. It is also an important note to take the age that they start occurring. If you're younger than 5 or older than 50, you should pay more attention to your headache cycles, I suppose. Causes of secondary headaches could be from a lot of things. It could be from the overuse of the pain medication, the rebound headaches that we talked about before. It could be a medical condition such as high blood pressure or diabetes. It could be caused by infections such as sinusitis, which, that's the rebound headache. It looks like a helmet. That's where the pain area would be. And then for sinusitis, the headache would be right under your sinuses and behind your eyes for the most part. It could also be caused by injury, like a concussion, Headaches that happened after a traumatic experience or something like that would be classified as a post-traumatic headache. So like you hit your head, get a concussion, your pain area would be where you hit your head for the most part. Or it could be caused by blood vessel problems such as ruptures and blockages, causing thunderclap headaches, which feel like bursts of pain. They only usually last about 5 seconds. Even though these headaches are called secondary headaches, they can be extremely important. They're not to be overlooked because the underlying primary issue could be something as serious as a brain tumor. The final group of headaches are headaches that can be classified under both primary and secondary. This group doesn't have a name. The classification just depends on the scenario. For an example, exercise headaches can occur when you are doing strenuous physical activities such as running, rowing, playing tennis, swimming, or weightlifting. When an exercise is primary, it is harmless. So I've experienced this type of headache firsthand while weightlifting, and I can always tell when I'm going to get one because something pops in my neck and then a small pain travels throughout the rest of my head. You will usually feel a throbbing sensation. I personally feel a tingling sensation, and according to Mayo Clinic, it can last anywhere from 5 minutes to 2 entire days. Mine usually only lasts about 2 hours. The pain areas can vary from person to person, but usually it starts in the back of your neck and then works your way around to the front. So there, he's holding his neck for his primary exercise headache. Since this is just a primary cause or primary headache, it is the causes are unknown again, but it is expected to be due to the dilated blood vessels from exercising or from whiplash. Secondary exercise headaches are a different story though. According to the Mayo Clinic, you should seek immediate medical attention if you believe your exercise headache falls into the secondary category. The primary issue could be anything from plain old sinus infections to a brain bleed to head, neck, or spinal abnormalities. So it's a good idea to get those checked out. The symptoms may include the same throbbing sensation as the primary kind, but it may also include vomiting, loss of consciousness, double vision, or neck rigidity. Prevention of these two headaches would be to avoid exercising at high altitudes and in high humidity. You could also avoid doing the exercise that gives you the headache in the first place, and make sure you do a full warm-up before participating in a strenuous activity. There are many headaches out there that I did not cover, but these are just a few of the common ones. Today we covered the different types of headaches and where they occur, what causes them, and how to treat them or prevent them. Headaches are inevitably going to happen because this world isn't a perfect place. In order to live life to the fullest, you have to go through a headache at some point. And I hope you learned a little bit about good old headaches today. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Don't stop it, Mom. Okay.
It's soon done.